Hello, everyone. Feels like it's been a while since I've done this, and yet it feels like I've done this 1,000 times. Hi, my name is Aaron Helms. I am a college student, and this is the first YouTube video I have recorded in a long time. Anyway, despite that, I'm gonna try something a little different. A little different from stuff that I've done in the past, as you can probably see a trail of breadcrumbs on this channel here. I'm playing Minecraft. Now, of course, that isn't new. That isn't different for the way a lot of people, deal with things. There's a lot of Let's Plays out there of Minecraft, but what I'm trying to do, what I'm thinking of doing that's going to be kind of different from what they do, is this isn't a Let's Play. This isn't Let's Play Minecraft. This is more of me telling kind of a story, doing an update while I play Minecraft. And it is something that I thought about doing for a while. The reason it's taken me so long is just because I've had a lot of stuff to do, and I've been contemplating, how do I want to do this? How do I want to go about it? And I decided that this was the best way to go about it. This isn't really any different than things that I've uploaded in the past in terms of what I want to talk about, so much as it is different in the way I talk about it. Kind of what I've been thinking about is I've wanted to do vlogs and stuff of that nature for a very long time, but the thing is I just get so bored of sitting in front of a camera and saying, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm doing, this is who I am, this is me. And I figured, rather than try to do something or do nothing and try to call it something, I'd be doing something while I do these recordings, because it helps me maybe to demonstrate kind of a sort of manner of thought, and it gives me something to do, because quite frankly I just hate sitting in front of a camera and talking to a camera. So rather than that, I'm sitting in front of a video game and talking into a microphone, because that's better. And that isn't to say that that's all I'm going to be doing, that there is zero Let's Play aspect to me playing Minecraft right now, or me doing any other game in the future. But the thing is I just feel more comfortable kind of trying to do all of this stuff while I'm doing something I enjoy, right? Because, I try to do updates and things like that, and one of the many issues I find is that, it takes time out of my day, and it's something that, to be quite honest, I don't really want to do. It's more like I'm forced to do it by matter of principle, by the fact that I want to kind of make sort of a portfolio for myself in a way. And so I feel kind of obligated, in a sense, to provide some sort of content so that I exist in the world, like in a media format. Yet I just don't want to do it. I just have zero motivation to make videos when I just sit in front of a camera and talk. I don't know how people have the motivation to just sit and talk. So I figured I'd do Minecraft while I'm kind of sitting and talking, and just let my thoughts flow. Let ideas that I have flow while I play this game. And the nice thing about Minecraft in particular, and this won't be true for every game, but the nice thing about Minecraft in particular is that it's such a freeform sandbox that it actually helps ideas to flow. It helps creativity to flourish, and it gives me something to talk about and to talk over. And so that is something that I also appreciate about playing this game in particular, is the fact that it's something to talk over that is, it helps facilitate any conversation. Yeah. So, give me a second here. I'm gonna change my shader pack at least change the intensity of it, because it's kind of bothering me how slow my computer's moving. I have a decent computer, but I don't have a perfect computer for this kind of stuff. Anyway, yeah. So what I've been doing for the past, I think, it's been a year since I uploaded? It's been about a year. It's been something like that. Is I've basically just been sitting on my hands and not doing anything. Okay, that's not true. That's not true at all. I've been doing a lot, but I haven't been doing anything that I felt was worthy of recording, worthy of saying, hi guys, this is what I'm doing. I've been kind of in a creative rut, if you will. Just this inability to function creatively. And so, that's been the past year for me. And I've kind of come back to it. I'm trying to come up with new ideas and new things to say. And hopefully just being able to do this and do this frequently will cause me to have something. I realize I'm rambling right now. I am very much so rambling. It's probably best to just get invested in the game right now and maybe just let things kind of flow. I don't want this to be a let's play, but at the same time it sort of is, in the sense that, like, I am paying attention to a game. I'm focusing on a game right now, and I want to actually enjoy and play this game, and not just sit around and look at leaves. Okay, so I'm trying to find a good place to kind of pick up some trees and then maybe lay a house. I like that I've spawned in a spruce area. I love spruce trees. Spruce trees are really pretty. This is a really pretty area. This will be good for inspiring. Anyway, I think some of the stuff I want to talk about is storytelling, because that's something that has been a part of my life for a pretty long time now. It's the reason I keep going in and out of YouTube and keep having these phases where I'm like, I'm gonna create something, and then I create one thing, and then I'm like, okay, I think I'm good for the next year. Yeah. But storytelling is just a huge aspect of kind of where I want to be, where I want to go. It's kind of the reason I've picked the colleges, pick the college that I've picked. It's the reason, I'm studying in the first place, is because ultimately my aspirations are pretty high. I want to develop films, particularly animated films, animated stories. I love animation. The aspect of animation just thrills me, because it's a medium that even the more live action industries are getting into to an extent, because it's just got so much creative potential, right? Real life can only hand you so much, right? Real life, real actors, that kind of stuff can only hand you so much, because magic ain't real. Some of the sci-fi shit that we come up with, can't really be done properly in real life. And so you have films like Avengers, which are just essentially they're essentially animated films that have a couple of real people in them. They're just CGI fests, right? They're basically animated films. And I just love animation, and while I do love the Avengers movies. They're wonderful. I'm not a big fan of kind of like trying to 50-50 it, trying to put animation in a real world setting. Rather, I just want to stick with animation and say, like, this is the universe that I'm creating. This is the universe that we're sticking with. And by that law, it kind of makes everything more natural to that universe, in my opinion. Because if you draw out all the characters, suddenly the Hulk is about on par with pretty much everybody else that's there, right? He's a drawn character, and all the others are drawn characters, so he's on par. Yeah, that's kind of my feelings about that. But I want to work with stories, and I want to work with storytelling in particular. And what I'm hoping to do actually with this Minecraft world, because I thought about this going in, is I actually want to tell a story with this Minecraft world as I play this game, and I intend to particularly be in survival pretty much all the time. There might be, I don't know, a session where I might go into creative, like, late in the game when I've done most of the things and kind of add on to the world because I want to. I'm not really bound by any laws of, like, or personal code of, like, that's cheating, you know? Like, I want to play the game fair, but truth be told, if I have some shit that I want to do and I know I can only get it done in creative, I'm gonna go into creative. I don't give a shit. But yeah, I want to tell a story with this world. I don't know what the story is gonna be yet, but I'm gonna tell it as I build it, essentially, because I love architecture in Minecraft anyway. I love building things rather than mining. I like the craft part more than the mine part. So we're gonna make a story. We're gonna make a story out of this world. And I don't know. If people are watching this and they want to provide input, I'm more than welcome to take input. If no one really pays attention to this at all, then that's about what I expected, and that's okay. Then that's more of my input, which is fine with me. I don't really care. I just want to make a story. I want to make something happen, right? There's gonna be rules. I just realized, am I on peaceful? I better not be on peaceful. I don't want to be on peaceful. I want to be on, yeah, difficulty normal. Good. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna probably just do this I'm gonna do this until I'm bored, honestly. So there'll probably be a lot of rambling. But I don't know. Hopefully it's enjoyable because I'm doing more than just rambling. See, if I were just sitting in front of a camera and doing nothing, this would not be enjoyable. I would click off my own video about after, I don't know, a minute, if I stuck around that long. But yeah, no, I think this is, at least I'm enjoying this. And I think that's the primary part that matters. Oh, I have actually not eaten berries yet. Like, I've played Minecraft since berries were here. I've seen them. I know what they do. I know what they are. I know they kick your ass. But I haven't actually eaten berries. Oh, nice, a clearing. There should be a good mine somewhere around here, right? Yeah, I got wood. Kind of forgot that I got wood. Right, probably most Minecraft YouTubers are like, yeah, let's get an axe. Let's get an axe and start chopping down trees. And me, I'm just still breaking them with my fists. You're not a professional Minecraft YouTuber. You're still breaking things with your fists. Why don't you have an axe yet? Why don't you have a pickaxe yet? You should find a mine. You know, I do like Minecraft YouTubers, Captain Sparkles and the like. They're fun to watch. I enjoy them. And I admire them. I admire their ability to stick. I admire Captain Markles? I admire Captain Sparkles especially for, like, sticking with a game for so long. Because God knows I can't do that. But I admire his ability to stick with it. His grit. His tenacity. Yeah. Yeah, I get bored real damn quick, so I'm probably gonna get bored with this pretty soon too. But I admire that. I admire that ability to just stick with something. Because, I mean, I sort of have that ability, but I have a hard time kind of using that ability, I guess you could say. Come on. I mean, I'm glad I found iron. I want to find coal so I can see. There we are. Okay, I got 3 wood. Creepers, stay away. Oh no, I have 2 stone. Come on. I am just the slightest bit on edge here. I don't think, because the 20 block radius or whatever, don't think I'm in a terrible amount of danger right now. But I do know mobs are spawning, and that's no good. So let's. Oh yeah, watching this, you're probably gonna realize that I have a lot of, like, I'm very picky about how I play Minecraft. I play it very differently than the player that actually thinks about what they're doing. Yeah. Hey, Cole. What's up? I'm just playing Minecraft. And actually recording a YouTube video for once. It's not live in the sense that it's on Twitch. It's live in the sense that I'm planning on keeping this audio in unless you tell me otherwise. Cool. Yeah. That was my roommate Cole. As you heard, I'm planning on keeping that audio in. I don't have the time or really the will to pull that audio out. Plus, I think it makes a more natural and open atmosphere if I'm willing to just let the audio be. I think that provides a more, I don't know, approachable experience than trying to make it seem that life doesn't exist in this room other than what I'm doing right now. Because truth be told, I'm recording in a college atmosphere where people are coming and going, and I really don't care to take out audio. Hopefully you guys feel the same. Hopefully this is a more personable thing, and hopefully my decision to do that doesn't affect your decision to watch. Or if it does, hopefully it affects your decision to watch positively. I'd hope. Yeah. So I said I was gonna make a story out of this world, and I'm kind of thinking about that right now. A lot of times when I play Minecraft, the stories I like to make are stories of, you know, magic and wizardry and things of that nature, because Minecraft has a lot of those things. And like magic and science coming together. It's always been a theme that I've really enjoyed. It's like the idea of like magic and science just kind of coexisting. I enjoy that idea. I think it's a cool premise to have magic and science just kind of exist simultaneously without conflicting with one another. Ah. Oh, there's the iron. Give me this iron. Okay. So I'm probably gonna make a story that, at least for me, is not too... Oh, that's pretty. I love shaders. Shaders are cool. I'm gonna make a story that, you know, isn't really... It's on par for stuff that I come up with, pretty much, but I don't think it'll be bad. Maybe to give some context on what kind of story I'm talking about here. There's several creative worlds that I have where I essentially, like, you know, I just play in creative, and when I create stories for those, it tends to end up being that I create like kingdoms and cities. And I remember I have this like one world. It's like 7 years old, and I have a load of friends who play on it, or who have played on it over the past 7 years, and they've all kind of developed their own kingdom. We named kingdoms after each other, or after our own names, essentially, and made it into that. Ooh, this is a nice cave. It's probably gonna end at some point though. We would name kingdoms after ourselves, and essentially, it was actually a really cool world. Maybe I'll show it sometime. It's on Xbox though, because I used to play Minecraft on Xbox a lot more. And think of me what you will, but Xbox was a lot easier at the time to connect with friends. Was the primary reason. It wasn't Java's worse or something. You know, I wasn't thinking negatively of computer. I had a lot more friends on Xbox than I did on computer at the time, so it was easier to just do a Xbox Minecraft world. Anyway, that world had several villages within like a very small radius, and it had, I think I had like 5, was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I had 5 villages in a very, very small radius. And this was actually back at the time when, it was back at the time when Minecraft on the console had limited worlds. It didn't have infinite generating world. It had very limited world, and like all 5 villages were completely fully loaded in this small space. And not only that, there was like several biomes that were that existed in this small space too, and it was really quite a unique world. For being what it was, you know, console edition finite world, it was impressively large and gave a lot of material to work with. Like, if it had been a survival world, holy cow, like, it would have been a great survival world. But we started it in creative, and we were going to stick with that. So it was a creative world pretty much the entire time. And over time, we actually expanded those villages into, like, full-on kingdoms. We gave every single one of them a wall, which was completely unnecessary. It looks really, like, I still go back on that world, and it kind of looks dumb. But it's also impressive to just see, and especially as somebody who, you know, played that a lot, it was impressive to know how many hours went into building these stupid, like, walls around every single village. And then some, because we would add on to the village. We would add, like, stuff to it. I had this village that was on the side of a mountain, and you know how Minecraft villages are. They get really wonky, and, like, most of the gravel and, like, the houses they weren't destroyed, but, like, you couldn't reach them. You couldn't reach them in a logical way. And because of that, they were just really silly. Villagers were getting trapped. It was all just dumb. So I fixed it, and it, like, now it's one of the cooler looking cities. And a lot of my friends, when they get back on there, they love to just go over there and look at it, because the way I fixed it was really cool. I'll have to play that at some point, because I'm sure me describing it isn't doing it enough justice. Hi, spider. It'd be good for silk, but I don't have a sword and I don't feel like punching you. Okay. Skeleton, creeper. Kind of just looking for sheep right now. Got some pigs. So this way I can get some wool. I think once I hit the bed, I'm gonna call it good on this video. Anyway, so we had this big world village. Yeah, sweet. We had this huge world, but it was finite, and we made, like, not only these cities, but we added a lore to it too. And there is each village, or 4 out of the 5 villages were part of, like, this kind of order. And this was before Minecraft Story Mode, okay? So I didn't really pull much of this from Minecraft Story Mode. Minecraft Story Mode just happened to kind of follow a similar premise. But essentially, these 4 villages had 4 books, and the 4 books had all of the coding instructions at the time for the command blocks. And it was like the coding instructions were specific to kind of like an element, what we called an element of reality of each book. And so it was creation, destruction, time, and space. In space, if you're wondering where that comes in, that was like the teleport command, and anything that was like navigating space. Time was, time set day, time set night. And I think we also added like toggle weather to that or something stupid. And then creation was, set block, etc., that kind of stuff. The funny thing is we were like actually using the Java command, so like half these didn't work with command blocks, but it was part of the lore, so we stuck with it. And then destruction, was /kill / all that. And essentially all of these villages were part of this order. To keep the codes of the command block secret and safe. And Kingdom City, the 5th city, was like, it was a part of the Order in the sense that it was like part of the Fellowship of the Cities, but it didn't have, it was more of like a social hub than it was a city with like anything in it. And we had this command block buried in kind of like a temple-esque like secret place. I actually bet you a lot of my friends don't know where that is buried, because I added that. And then we actually built cities. Like, once we had the 5 established in that finite space, we built a couple more cities. We built this really cool one in a ravine that we found, like next to a swamp, and we called it Callus. And it was like a mining city, and it had like layers upon layers of like bridges. Oh my gosh, I love Callus. Callus is so cool. Oh shoot, which way was the? I think it was this way. Yeah, it's probably this way. And in Callus was like the worst prison you could ever be at. It was like Hagride. It was called Hagride, which I think was like some derivative I'd pulled off of the internet for like the word hate or something. And it was like just a torture chamber, essentially. It was just a massive torture chamber, and it was like this ravine we had found inside the ravine. So it was just cool. Just cool. And then in Hagride there was also like a way to enter this secret cave that was like the Order of like this chaos group that was trying to steal the command block and all the books. So we had like essentially we had something very similar to Minecraft story mode with like the command block. We didn't have like the freaking wither command, whatever the hell that thing is. But we did have like a command block based thing, and it was cool. It's cool. And I love that world. I wish we had done it in survival, though. I wish all of that had been in survival, because it would have been way more impressive. That's kind of why I'm doing this in survival, is because I want us to have sort of an impressive story to tell with this world. Something that you wouldn't expect to be done in a survival game. And that's why I am sort of committed to like playing this in survival as long as possible, because I want it to be pure enough that I feel like I've accomplished something, like something interesting. Oh, black sheep. That's gonna be cool. I like it when the sheeps like have interesting colors. Give me black sheep. Okay, yeah. I can already see this video is gonna be really long. I'm not sure if I want to divide it up or not. I don't know. I'm really against like cutting this stuff up, because I feel like if I cut it up, then like I'm putting it in parts, and I know the first part was rambling, so the second part probably isn't nearly like people watch the first part, they're not gonna want to watch the second part. It's like, oh, you basically rambled away the first half, so the second half couldn't possibly be interesting. But I think the second half's more interesting than the first half, honestly. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end this once the day is over, just so it's not too long, because the YouTube algorithm is not on my side right now. I'm not an interesting enough person to be uploading 30-minute videos, which sounds rather sad, but it's kind of just a fact. And I want people to see these. I want people to know that I'm putting content out there. I don't need to be at like 1 million subscribers or something stupid. I just want people to know that there is content out there of this dumbass playing Minecraft. And I'm hoping to tell more stories. Maybe I'll come up with better ones than the ones in this first video. Bet you this is probably one of those videos that no one's going to come back to until they watch the other ones that are way better. And then they're going to come back and they're going to look at this and they'll be like, wow, I'm glad I came when I did, because that sucked. I don't know why I just wasted 30 minutes of my life listening to this shit. As you can tell, I think very highly of myself. I love this. Look at that view. Look at that. Look at that. Ah, my eyes. Look at that view. I mean, this is a very small village, but... Oh, ooh. There's a lake over there. I'm gonna build my house right there. I'm gonna build my house right there. That's where I'm gonna be. How much wood do I got? 39. That's pretty good. We can do that. I'm sure anyone watching me right now is probably yelling at me for like having my hunger bar at like 3 hunger. I know what I'm doing. I'm not new to this game. I know what's going on. But I'm kind of just relaxing right now. I'm not really worried about doing anything too serious. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm dying. But, wow. That's wonderful. I'm gonna get a nice house on the lake here. I don't know. It's gonna be pretty. That view is gonna be the thumbnail. I'm gonna make sure of it. Oh. It's the sun. Oh, that's nice. That's so nice. So when the sun comes up, it's actually gonna be like right there. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. Can't wait. Beautiful world. Can't wait to share this world with you guys. I'm so stoked. I guess this is turning a little more into a Let's Play than I expected it to, but no, I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna keep telling stories. Hopefully you guys keep listening. I'm definitely gonna play more games in Minecraft because while Minecraft is an amazing game and I want to tell this story, there's so many other stories to tell, right? Why limit ourselves to one story? You know what? I have one more small story for you guys before I head out. This is the story of 2 friends. This is a very short story. So this is the story of 2 friends who were just sitting outside one day, sitting kind of on a lake like this, you know, sitting on the sand, watching over the lake, right? Oh, so good. Anyway, so one friend, you know, it's kind of nighttime, but you can still see like the outlines of clouds, which is nice. And the 2 friends are kind of just looking at the clouds, you know? And one of them points to one of the clouds and says, "You see that right there?" Another friend says, "Yeah." He says, "That right there, that shape of cloud, that right there means that you are going to have you are going to have good fortune come your way." A friend says, "How do you figure that?" Says, "Well, you see the curves right there? Yeah, I know this is silly, right? There are curves all over clouds, but he says, you see the curves right there?" Friend says, "I think so." Says, "Yeah, there's 3 humps, and 3 humps means, you know, 3 humps means that you're gonna have good fortune." And the friend says, okay, where'd you get that from? And the other friend says, I'll tell you about it later. And then, couple days go by. The friends find themselves back on the pier. And the other friend says, I don't know how you knew that, but like, I was studying for this test. I was sure I was gonna fail, and I passed. And I don't know how, but it was like what you said about the what you said about the cloud seemed to kind of come true. It's like, oh, that's nice. That's cool. It's like, yeah, I thought it was really cool too. Said, what else do you have? And the friend looked up at the sky. They're looking at clouds. He said, well, you see that one right there? Said, yeah. Said, that means that a storm is coming. Said, what, like a rainstorm? Said, oh shit. He didn't say, oh shit. I meant to make a sword, and I made another stone pickaxe. He said, the friend said, not me. Sorry, I kind of kicked myself out of the story there. Oh, fuck. Okay. This story's gonna have to wait a second. Damn it. Come on. Go away. No one wants you here. You jerk. Telling a story. Come on. Get out of here. Come on. Get over here. Oh, piece of crap. There we go. Anyway, he said that means a storm's coming. And the friend said, you mean like an actual storm? He said, no. Hardship's coming, and you better hunker down and be ready. So the friend said, oh, okay. And, the night finished out. The guys went back home. Come back about maybe a week or so later, sometime later. Said, I swear I don't know how you do it, but I got a call this past weekend, and I found out my grandpa has cancer. They say they caught it in stage 3. And they're running treatments. They're doing the best they can right now. But my family's taking it really hard because we all love Gramps, and I need something to let me know that it's okay. Do you got anything that'll let me know it's okay? And the friend said, here, let's look up at the sky. And they looked up at the sky. There are no clouds. And the other friend said, ah, crap, there's no clouds. What does that mean? Does that mean nothing's gonna happen? Nothing's gonna get better? Nothing's gonna get worse? What does that mean? And the friend just looks at him and says, it doesn't mean anything. Says, what? It doesn't mean anything. You've been saying past couple of weeks, like, this cloud means this cloud means that. You're saying no clouds doesn't mean anything? No? Like in a way that makes sense, right? That no clouds means nothing. In a way, though, it's kind of like, well, how are you reading the sky? Like, it's getting all this good fortune. Getting all this good fortune from the sky. And then all of a sudden you just stop because there's no clouds. Like, the sky has literally nothing to say. It's like, yep, done. I'm done talking. I'm kind of working through the friend's logic here. The friend who's confused. But then the other friend says to him, he says, never meant it. It never meant anything. The clouds didn't mean anything. He's like, what? He's like, But you said, like, good fortune's coming your way, and good fortune came, and bad fortune, is coming your way, and bad fortune came. It's like, so shouldn't no clouds, like, mean no fortune? Like, that was the response he was kind of expecting. That's not the response the friend gave. The friend gave this response. He said, it was never about whether or not there was going to be good or bad fortune. It was all about what you were looking for. You were looking for some... I told you were going to find something good. You found something good. I told you were going to find something bad. You found something bad. Said, that wasn't me predicting the future. That was you looking for the future. Or looking for me to predict the future. Self-fulfilling prophecy is what we tend to call that. But essentially, what the friend was saying was, seek and you shall find. And so, to that point, he then said to his friend, he said, so, what do you want? Do you want your grandfather to live happily? Do you want something good? Do you want something good to come from your life? Or do you want something bad? Because ultimately, you can choose to look either way. Seek and you shall find. If you're looking for something bad, you'll find something bad. If you're looking for something good, you'll find something good. It's not a matter of what's going to come your way. It's a matter of what you're looking for. Seek and you shall find. You shall find. That was the moral of the story. Anyway, yeah, I'm liking this house. Nice house. Yeah. This is gonna be a good house.